Well, I'm still working on my death wobble problem. So far, I've replaced the unit bearings, the upper and lower ball joints, both sides. Death wobble is usually more than one thing at play. Still has it. And I don't know how well you can see that or not, but the track bar mount on the axle side is oblong slightly. So either I'm going to find a big washer or the correct hole diameter and weld it on there, or I'll drill a hole in a piece of steel and weld that on there. Well, let's see if this actually cures it. Weld that washer on there and hope for the best. Now that the washer's tacked, I don't want to burn the rubber out of my new bar, so I can't get out of the way and finish welding. Hopefully that solves my problems. Nothing left but a test drive for the third time today. Well, this is starting to get frustrating. To recap, I have death wobble. I jacked it up initially, wiggled some stuff around, found a bad wheel bearing, thought that had to be it, replaced both wheel bearings, still had it. Found play in an upper ball joint, replaced all the ball joints, still had it. Found the hole oblong on the track bar, repaired that, still have death wobble. I can't see much play in anything at all. I'm down here with a pry bar, prying on joints. My control arms are brand new, and there's less than 100 miles on these. And everything is tight, steering's tight. Yeah, I checked the caster angle. It seemed like it started right after I got on the line. So I came in and checked my caster angle, thinking maybe they changed something. I'm at like 5 degrees caster. That should be fine. The only thing I see that's questionable are these upper joints, which aren't actually loose, but I can kind of see some cracking in them. So I have some new urethanes that I'll be putting in today. I've actually checked a couple other things while I was in here. I have looked at so much I kind of forget what I was looking at. But I pulled the steering arm back off, cleaned up the splines, made sure it was seated real well, torqued it with a torque wrench, made sure the steering arm was tight. I've rotated the tires, thinking maybe a balance issue. Like I said, I hung plumb bobs off the frame, made sure that the axle was square in the truck. Kind of thinking of everything here because I'm running out of parts to change. The instructions that come with these bushings, you have to save the metal inner sleeve, and it tells you to warm up the outside until it breaks free, and then push it through and clean the rubber out and don't catch the rubber on fire. So I'm looking, well, to be honest with you, I didn't film that because I thought I was going to struggle, and I didn't want to struggle and trying to screw with the camera at the same time, but it was actually pretty easy. I put the rosebud on in probably less than a minute and hit it with a punch and a hammer, and it popped right out. So now I'm just going to take a wire wheel and clean all the mucky rubber out of the inside. I just got done putting some of the provided silicone grease on these things. They're a little tighter than I thought they were going to be. Probably going to have to hit them in with a hammer. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Nope, no hammering needed. Put a little bit of grease in the center pin. That's installed and it fits perfect. All right, not a bad job at all. I mean, you need heat. Torch definitely made a difference, but I didn't have to get it all that hot. You could probably do this with a little propane torch if you had to. All right, I just decided while I'm down here, I'm going to pull this upper back out and retighten the jam nut. It's not bolt tight. You really can't get at the jam nut up in the frame there, so I'm going to pull it out of the truck and really put some ass on it. All that for that. Let it cool off, come back, clean it up. All right, I took the uppers down like I said I was to tighten up the jam nuts, and I noticed that these holes were 3 or 4 sizes too big. So I'm gonna try a little bit of a trail fix here just to see if that's actually my problem. And if it is, then at a later date I'll probably cut those brackets off and weld brand new ones on. But for right now I'm going to weld a washer on the front side, and I made this plate up for the back side. I'm pretty sure that if I slip that up there, I can weld the bottom and the top, and it'll hold for now. Well, it certainly is not pretty, but if that fixes my problem, this will be the end of a 2-week quest. Or a 2-weekend quest. Honestly, I haven't got a clue why this thing is still death wobbling. I changed wheel bearings, ball joints, upper control arm bushings, fixed the upper control arm frame side holes, fixed the track bar holes. I haven't off camera replaced the track bar with a heavier track bar and a drop bracket, thinking geometry. Fixed the track bar hole. The steering components are tight. Stabilizer's new, not that it matters. I don't know. If anybody has any ideas, I'm all ears, because I'm now ripping the entire front suspension back off to put it back together methodically and see if I missed something. So let me know if you have any ideas on what it could be.